Right, we are going to be performing a little stunt in here. So I have this 2 hours worth of voice acting from yesterday, and I edited out 1 hour exact to be able to send those out over at the social media. Right, there's another hour to address as well. It is rendering right now, half of it as well. So we're going to proceed with another act of voice acting in here immediately, because I ate plenty full of food. I'm extremely stuck. I was left alone a minute ago in here, so there literally would not be a better opportunity to try to wrap this up, this version. Unfortunately, we did not manage to get all that in from where we ended at yesterday, but there's only the Stariel story to address at the moment, and Fate Go as well, so nothing all that crazy in terms of I have to perform. So the best opportunity to voice this out would be precisely right now. So I did not even close the game, so I don't have to do anything crazy in here either. So let's proceed with this. Let's continue on. Well, all living beings must ultimately face their demise. Kefali has yet to meet theirs. Their journey continue unhurriedly along this long path. So, you know, some people may think, do I have to voice this out? Is this of importance to voice out Stariel in here? I think yes. I quite firm to believe that Stariel Wooden Quays make up for the best games we have in here today, and people must acknowledge their existence. As such, I will try to, you know, voice out 2-3 hours in here as well. Again, try to wrap this version up, if possible, as fast as I could. Edit out all of that, in fact, and send out where it matters. So I will be doing all of that. There's going to be a crazy amount of Stariel for this version. I'm not seeing anything crazy in terms of progression, in terms of story, but, you know, man, I was lying down yesterday reading my swipe full menu, and there was an article about Anaxagoras. Funny one, right? Quite the interesting hypothesis the guy provided on the view of the world. I think those of mind being separate from the body, and body being kind of in charge of everything this universe presents, right? Physicality, that is, rather than the mind. Mind is kind of like the soul, right? I think it was trying to address those questions. It said that most of their work was not preserved in either case. It's just like separate singular quotations, that is. They're suggesting that Kefali may not have truly passed. Yes, for dying implies an ongoing process and action, whereas death signifies a static state, a definitive termination. Right. Alexa, we know that you're a very smart individual, just... I'm not going to lie. The stories here may be just a little bit dragged out. I don't think anything that they're here to say matters all that much for the case of the story. I think that all of this is kind of just a preposition towards developing the character. An axe in front of us, allowing for new developments in terms of showing the Council of Elders, and slowly diverting us towards where it matters, Cypher and Flame River. So I think nothing crazy is going on in here, you know. I don't think we're meant to be reading out entirety of this. In contrast of mortals, titans exist on a grander scale of space and time, thus elongating their passage into death. The notion of their fall is but a misinterpretation born. I have to say, after those 2 hours worth of voicing out it yesterday as well, I feel quite tired of the game, and in general just physically and mentally a little bit. Listen, if you're insisting to you know, voice out something and make it in fact entertaining, rather than, you know, sitting for 6 hours straight in here and being like blah 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 blah. No, I believe that you only want to voice out something to make it, you know, not just merely appealing and interesting and fun. No, there's definitely supposed to be parts of the story in any narrational work to be a little bit of prepositional functionality, but I definitely got to say the story right now is not seem all that entertaining, and in general, just if you're playing all these games like, you know, patch in, patch out, you will feel just a little bit of weariness, right? But if you're voicing out it like I do, I feel like that weariness may stack up 2-3 times. It feels like, you know, like a regular task for you rather than just do it and forget you did. I feel like I'm putting an effort to understand the game's story, and that for itself takes up some for its sake that takes up some space out of out of draining, you know. That is. Alrighty, the notion of their fall is but a misinterpretation born of mortal ignorance. I'm also not that interested in Anaxagoras as a character, nor his voice. I do like the dynamics between him and Aglaia though. Thrall carefully has maintained a profound silence ever since the era Erasa, while scholars and priests alike have conveyed the message of the gods' imminent fall. An intriguing concept, albeit challenging to substantiate. Right? It's rendering out clips a little bit right now. There's still like 15 clips to render out, so it will be a little bit laggy, just saying. Could you elaborate on your statement? 神話における天賦の同胞が私の頭の中に宿っています。ですから、私の質問をケファレが拒む理由はないはず。Parasus resides in my brain, where I to inquire carefully would have no cause to refuse. 一理ありますね。しかし、もしそれでも容易の神が答えてそうなれば、オンパロス人が編纂した神話とやらは。The myths crafted by the people of the Ampharos are nothing more than pitiful jests. So apparently there's an Anaxagoras character in real life that is in myth of 528 BC. It said before Christ. He existed during... apparently he was primarily as well rejecting the concept of sun, moon and... something else as well, right, being creation of the divinity. Rather, he proposed that those are the metallic objects propulsing heat. Moon is a rock and sun is a metallic ball propulsing heat. So apparently they also, just like this game trying to imply and explain to us, rejected those concepts of divinity for which we were put on trial, or kind of laughing at the concept of divinity a little bit, and sentenced to death for the cause, but also not killed, someone intervened and being exiled, right? Thanks giant lot to the article, man. Would not have known. 試してみてはいかがでしょう。私もあなたの理論が実を結ぶのをとても楽しみにしておりますよ。それがこの破滅に瀕した世界にどんな変革をもたらすのか、ぜひ見届けたい。Do you think anything Anaxagoras has to say with his primary arrogance will change the world to the better? Be honest with me, like whoever, I'm sorry, that mechanical thingy is and all the people around. Do you think really like this kind of realism helps anyone? This kind of realism only helps those who do not live in reality, the delusional people, that is. It is not going to change the world to the better all by itself, just knowing how the world is structured. No, it takes like literal good people to change the world to the better, and Anaxagoras is kind of like, you know, a prick. というのも、あなたの理論は非常に理にかなっていると思えるからです。もしタイタンがすでに終着点にたどり着いているのなら、答える可能性はありませんから。 What the actual hell? Anaxa, get wrecked.
どうぞ穴草ゴラス殿
What is this, Kefali or what? It almost looked like Kefali man for a second, but I think it's just something else. So.
人の子らの創造物は実に壮観だな。
I thought it's just merely like a transportational system of sorts.
黎明の崖へようこそ雲石の天宮の喧騒に比べここは招かれた者以外は出入りできない
Welcome to Dawn Cloud. The atmosphere here carries a greater sense of solemnity than the mundane clamor of the Marmoreal Palace, with every permitted only to the invited.
ここにおいでになるのは皆高貴な方々ばかり司祭や学者をはじめ戦士をもてなしたこともあります
Only esteemed beings grace this place, and among them I have received priests, scholars, warriors, and now we even have the honor to be in the presence of a titan. What a joyous occasion!
冒涜者から崇高な神聖の体現者を光栄に思いますね
Once deemed a blasphemer, now a surrogate for revered divinity. The honor should be rightfully mine, shouldn't it?
カイニス殿の一派を招集し対談の場を設けさせていただきます
I'll notify kindness of and the honors of your arrival.
お待ちください
Kindly wait for a moment. A soldier will be here to guide you shortly.
お待ちいただいている間ご自由にあたりを見学いただいても構い
In a while, you are welcome to explore the vicinity, but kindly remain within the guard's view. Delaying the crucial meeting is something none of us wish to see, I presume.
カイニス殿のやり方はよくわかっていますわざわざ
かしこまりました
Our cooperation is much appreciated. We know that you love kindness.
おや、何か妙案があるのかと思えば、元の檻を出て別の檻に移っただけとは。
I hoped for a brilliant plan from you, but it turns out you just left one cage to enter another. Dumbass.
考えはあります余計な口出しは無用です
I know what I'm doing.
では、我は辺りを散策するとしよう。
You have to say this Anaxagoras character is a little bit too arrogant, right? For the absolute sake of humanity. Kersos kind of contrasts with him quite well, since, you know, Anaxagoras also proposed the theory, just like, it's also extremely interesting that apparently they proposed as well the concept that was described in the notes in here in the game, that logic rooted in the life itself, right? Those kind of notions. So Anaxagoras is more like physical kind of scientists. Physical. They study physicality and they explain everything from the standpoint of reality. Everything that possible within structure of the substance of the universe. Every single element that there is present. Human and not human. Where human also stems from like all the human tissue, the bones, the blood, the skin. They're apparently an extremely interesting studier pre-Socrates of time. Listen, I'm not a historian myself, but I think if these characters in fact manage to be like so actual that they in fact live up to this 2025th time and are embedded within an extremely crafty game, I believe that probably worth knowing them, right? This game at the very least is a handicraft.
どれどれ、ここに我の壁画はあるのか？受帝以外の人の子らはタイタンのことをどう思っているのか。
When I look around, I wonder
実
if
に
there
興
are.
味深い。
Jitsu ni kyomi bukai. Oh, the woman's voice. The woman talk, the woman walk. If there are any murals bearing my portrait around here, I'm quite intrigued to see how the children of humanity beyond the grove perceive another titan.
行くなら早く行ってくださいこのタイタン
Oh, go away.
大きすぎるまあいい
まあいい
まずは元老院の最近の動向を探るとしよう
My, I should investigate the Council of Elders' recent
は
activities
っき
first.
り聞こえているぞ。
I can hear you. So this, oh wow, people are walking. So, Oh, the music is insane. So, you absolutely love the dynamics between Anaxa and Curses and Aglaia, that trio. The love partners, that is. Investigate the golden piece. The golden liquid within the holy candle rises and falls while the surrounding plants seem to sway gently in response to its rhythm. Yay! Yeah. Oh, this feels to me like an authentic adventure already. Man, is there no different companions that we can equip aside from this piglet? I'm just curious. Oh, yeah. Didn't it just provide us with seal slammers? Yeah, this one. Little bud. I gotta say I love the previous one more. Maybe when we get the next one it will be better. The Citizens' Assembly of Okhima. Quiet, citizen, know where you stand. The Citizens' Assembly, the beacon of public opinion, a crucible where truth is forged. The false cleanse away delirious dregs, while reason sharpens through the tempting of debates. Wow, Anju, what the man is doing? Oh, caresses, carefully amnesia, hear thee, oh. So the embedding in the walls engravings, that is, you know, they say that the Herta has an incredibly nice taste when they're like nearing her crotch. Oh my god! They not just say it; you can feel it absolutely physically through the skin. Through the screen. I'm sorry, not the skin. The skin, I can feel her skin. Oh, Herta, woman that you are. So they say that engravings are the best way to preserve the history, correct? The murals, that is, the textbooks, they kind of tends to fade away. The wood carvings, the paper, it is made out of wood, correct? And it is tend to corrode with the time. It turns yellow and it dies out. But the stone kind of lives through the ages, centuries, decades, millennia, that is. The stones do not go away anywhere, they live. So if you want to preserve history, you probably want to do so through the stone. Stone carving, that is. Oh, the new area. I love exploring areas in this game, it's so fun recently. Although it says only 2 out of 16. But it's the first area out of this, as you can see, it's the first area out of this new available expansion. There is probably most likely going to be another 1, 2 or whatever, right? This is just an entrance. Oh, this Legionnaire, guys, I don't think we've seen those thus far, did we? We certainly did not, I believe. I believe there's some new touch right here. Looks absolutely intimidating, unlike the Okhiman guards and craftsmen. Is there 2 different places I can go to? What the hell? It would seem. Yeah, let's just go and get the best view on the Kefale. Yeah, man, the size is just quite pesky size this guy possesses. Wow. Just think about Strive being able to kill this one with their size. There must be an absolute delirious madman to do so. Follow me, sailor. How many waves have you braved, and how many reefs have you crossed? Surely you remember those nights we kept watch on the mast, the pure moonlight spilling over the sails, the ship rocking gently as it glided across the dark sea. In those moments, I even dreamed of becoming a hero. Did you feel the same? Yes, yes, and now we are finally setting sail again. Are you ready, sailors? Ahoy! Here ye! Oh. The Great Lake of something. What? Star Rail Unity, what? Did it crash? It sure did. It's all due to the me rendering stuff out. Unfortunately, well. It's going to end soon, it's past halfway through. I hope that we can just address intermediate, like reasonable amount of progression here for the day. I'm here to sit for quite some time in here, so you know, good chances we can at the very least wrap this up reasonably in due time, like maybe in another one. How long since next version until? I need water. I'm just glad that I was able to live through yesterday because I had an extreme stomachache. I was able to eat food at the end of the day, exercise throughout the day as well, and live in general. Just, I'm extremely glad I did so. Here the world-wearing Skyfathers spilled their golden blood into the mortal lake. The golden blood flows down with spring waters as dawn rises with the mists. No words ever break the solemn silence, and the volcano's heart beats no more. The Great Lake cradled by a volcano. Naturally, I'm going to go and traverse, right? Imagine not doing so. Oh. Yeah, man, objective behind us. I know. Alright, garment maker. Oh, how I love this style game, man. This is the best time spent on something ever. Right, it's not necessary for me to do this right now, you know, but oh no. I think that was mostly correct. Though I did not see opportunity to do so in there. No. Just like this? No, it's a little bit too far-fetched. Must have to deal with this thing. That's problematic. Alright. Yeah. We will be able to do this next time we get to see. When we get to max this out. Perform a prayer ritual. The Titan's blessings ripple in your blood or something like that, right? Well, is there going to be a wall in here? No? No, you can actually get closer. Oh my god, what is that? Space Anchor active. Oh my god. Is there not going to be any explanation for what that is? Oh, it's the core flame, ain't it? Whom? Cephalus? I don't think it's Cephalus, is it? Oh, is there like every single of those Titan's core flames in fact represented in here as well? I think it is, right? Those zodiac signs or whatever, like constellations. Oh my god, this area is so prolonged. We should be really progressing with the main story right now, I think. What is this teleporter? Are you going straight on a Kefir as well? Oh my god. Yeah, as soon as the game crashes as well. This Council of Elders got quite the area to them. Like, what the hell is all of this about? I should at the very least close down Premiere when I'm doing this, but you know. I have both Premiere and Media Encoder open, but I think it's whatever. Let's hope that it does not crash us yet again. It will end soon. Soon enough it will end. Bam, the fire kind of lit itself. Offer greetings to Kefale. Oh, Kefale! This is a pilgrimage platform dedicated to devout believers, but you, Anaxagoras, never kneel to false gods. Get wrecked. Yeah man, it's like, this thing definitely very false. You can not even see it. Definitely. No, Anaxagoras is definitely quite the individual to go against modern tendencies. Ascend. Whoa! I'm here at a... Oh man, how enjoyable this is. Just traversing that platform felt to me like a pleasure. This is pilgrimage platform dedicated to believers, but you, Anaxagoras, do not care. Is there a hand of Zagreus in here as well? Is it that one in the far back? Hey Kefale, I got some for ya. Kefale, nothing is impossible if you keep trying. One day I'll climb to the top of the cliff and stand shoulder to shoulder with the Sunbearer Buzz. Wait, how can you fly? That's unfair, Buzz. Oh, I can fly too, never mind then, Buzz. What this area is supposed to represent exactly? What are these circle-shaped objects are? That is an extremely interesting way to structure the passages here, correct? Some mazes in here with stairs and platform as well. It said that tying a wind chime while making a wish here allows the Sunbearer to hear our desires. My wish is simple. I hope for sunshine tomorrow to dry my dew-soaked wings. Alright, Kefale, I'm here to. Greetings, I'm the Kefale of the space. Oh, is this it? So, this is as close as we get to the Titan, correct? Unless we get to him throughout the story. Quite close, same to Curses as well, right? Quite close, quite close. Like, literally next to it. Did not think that we are going to be witnessing it in here today. Not in terms of just surviving up to this point, just I did not think that there's going to be an area dedicated to bring us right next to the Titan. Look how far away it is from this standpoint. It is crazy how long the areas are in this game. Wow. Truly Titanic. Professor Anaxa, oh. Sure thing, girl. What's in here? Blasphemous. Alright, I'm back to the woman. Ah, fuck them. They're dumbasses, but at the very least this one's woman. The children are chilling on a cushion. Very nice. Investigate. What's there? You gaze at a golden liquid rising and falling within the holy candle. The images on the mural flicker in the shifting light, but your name does not appear again. What do you mean does not appear again? I'm here to. The world is just a gargantuan sandbox game within a person's lifetime. They can only involve themselves in a 1/1,000,000th of the known universe. What? Moths are always drawn to light, but diving straight in the fire is not wise. Dreams should be pursued step by step. Approach the flame a little more each day, and after 100 days, you won't fear standing in it. Boss! Yo, today's training ends here. The rest will wait for tomorrow. Ho ho ho, let's see who has come to visit my majestic self again. A warrior from Outlands. Does Bucca Leonis lie? Alchemist citizens shake their heads. Does Bucca Leonis know all the riddles and answers in alchemy? Alchemist citizens nod their heads. By curses, allow you to test me with a stumper. We shall see how my grasp on intellect fares. Let me put you to the test. I wonder what kind of question the warrior from Outlands will ask. This should be interesting. Now let me ask you. Who is the strongest in all of Amphareos? It's you, of course. You are without a doubt the strongest person in all of Amphareos. The warrior from Outlands, are you perhaps lacking in confidence? To me, you're worthy of every noble title in the world. I am famous for speaking with utmost care, and would never offer flattery lightly, but your remarkable qualities shine so brightly that I can help but praise you. Where did you learn to speak so eloquently? Oh, surely the warrior from Outlands hasn't grown tired of hearing this by now. Here in Downclouds, the speech platform is overflowing with grandiose, hollow praise. What other options were? I cannot even address it again. Oh my god, it's a one-timer. I'm sorry, what the other options were? I good thing I'm a streamer. Who is the wisest, who is the bravest, who is the most beautiful? I mean, probably Aglaia most beautiful, correct? The bravest probably Finan, and the wisest probably Anaxagoras. Young scribe, the woman. Word has it that the scholars of the Grove valiantly perished resisting the Black Tide. To find you here safe and sound, thank the fates. Itazura de shou ne? Your survival is victory in itself. I'll settle for that gladly. Heard after the tide devoured the grove, Okima would be next in line, even with a demigod of strife standing alongside humankind. After they learned of Ornyx and Curse's fall, they proclaimed in the council that the Flame Chasers could no longer stand against the calamity alone. Is Black Tide only represented by the Flame River? It feels to me extremely convoluted in a diminishing manner. I feel like Black Tide's supposed to be something more crazy than just representing by a singular notion of the warrior right there, of the abyss. Like I hope to see like an actual invasion. You know when we first get to the Okhima, you get the cutscene of an actual outlying war with creatures of corruption, the flying thingies or whatever. And now they're saying like Medi managed to beat Flame Reaver's ass, and as such he repelled the Black Tide. No, I don't think he repelled the Black Tide. I think he repelled the Flame Reaver, right? I feel like Black Tide being a little bit undermining, underestimated here. Where's an actual like war? Where's an actual corruption destroying everything? Elysia Aedis, you know? Elysia Aedis. Yet when the crown prince ascended to godhood and repelled the Black Tide, she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all was resolved beyond Okhima, with the only remaining menace known being Aglaia and her adherents. They might as well make their move at the upcoming Citizens' Assembly. Those shifty opportunists. Thank you for your honesty, virtuous student. Get wrecked by curses herself. Being an opportunist could very well be a facet of wisdom. I wouldn't know preparing.
双方の矛の先にいるそなたがどのようにあがくのか気になってな。
I was extremely curious to see how you would find the middle ground between both factions, so I came to listen in.
しかしそのカイニスとかいうもの、どうやらアグライアよりも悪辣なようだな。そなたはなぜそのものを後ろ盾にしようと思った？死期が迫っていると悟り、この体を手放すつもりにでもなったのか
？This Calypso's voice is just absolutely incredible. Ever since her presentation and here, thank to the voice actress a lot, the NPC feels to me like a main character. But it seems as though this kindness is much more ruthless than Aglaia. If so, why do you want to work with her? Could it be that perhaps you decided to readily surrender this hollow shell of yours just because you feel like death is fast approaching? Afraid you'll be sorely disappointed if that's what you truly think. Well, we talked with the woman. Seemed like she was quite neutral to us, in fact. Seemed like she presented, in fact, quite the gesture of being happy we are, in fact, survived through the growth of Epiphany. Not being a warrior, but a scholar. Seemed like the student is kind of representing neutrality towards Anaxagoras. So they're speaking of two factions and kindness. Blasphemous scholar. I'm smart. I'm old and I'm smart. Something wrong here. This is definitely not it. Oh my god. I'm kind of interested to do this, but it feels a little bit hard. It's almost like this, right? You see? Something goes wrong. I'm planning to finish the story, you know, but it's not that I'm getting distracted, it's just that the story is quite convoluted and we only have so much time on our hand in life. I don't think I have... Wow, this shape is nice. I don't think I have time to keep on, like, you know... addressing the story. I have to chill out at some point of time as well. I just wanted this, I think. I think just sitting in here clicking on this puzzle kind of a little bit puts me at ease. And by a little bit I mean like incredibly. So no? Oh, like this. Yeah, you see. We even did it. Bountiful treasure. Yeah, I'm here to... Man, I love this character's design. Certainly grandiose. So I was asking how long until 6 days, 7 hours it says. So we have a week to address this, correct? So you know, I voiced out prologue section getting in here in Okhima, that is. It was quite funny and quite interesting as well. I was getting in depth and I definitely followed the story and loved it all throughout, whether it's fine on Medi or whatever else. It definitely was without touch. Now this Anaxagoras character kind of plays quite a marginal role in here throughout these terms of story. 176 pulls, so Cypher probably will be in here. I was also pretty much every single mode refreshed in here, as you can see. 11 days, 25 days, 39 days, so we will have to address all that as soon as we get Cypher, I presume. No. Does each of those modes give 800 stellar rates? It says like the same amount for each one. Through the petals in the land of repose. So yeah, apparently we're going to land in the Styxia or something like that, right? Let's haste. Ha, Anaxagoras. I wish you died. As a priest, are you not aware of the decorum of respecting the dead? You heretics are not worthy of respect. Let me remind you, Durang, the language to yourself. I am no longer that altar servant from years ago, who could only acquiesce to the commands of the others. Now I have plenty of ways to deal with people like you. I can't believe that a follower such as you could have been made by a creation titan. Damas. And that titan can provide with this level of confidence. Who is it exactly? Could it be Kindness? Get wrecked, Damas. Seeing how fond of you Elder Kindness is, I shall let that slide for now. Leave immediately and don't impede us from receiving the Supreme Being's blessings. Seeing as we were able to hear this matter from the mouths of others, it seems that Kindness is indeed quite sincere towards us. Perhaps this affair will proceed smoother than I had anticipated. As expected, these Dumbasses are absolutely mongrels. Are you praising or insulting him? Both. Oh yeah, man. You know, if you really want to detest evil, you probably should understand it and work around it, rather than spitting in its mouth, you know, face, I'm sorry. No, I don't think provoking evil is the way to deal with evil, sir. I mean, maybe it is, but... Why did they invite Anaxagoras to begin with then? They just want to get his testimony and jail him or what? I don't think this Anaxagoras is evil to begin with. He's just having his own opinion on the world. Why is he being chased after for that case? I mean, because it follows the same Roman Empire logic, right? But this is the style game, not the historical lesson, correct? Do they really have to push on him so much? He are literally stagiaire at the growth of Epiphany. He literally represents the one of the titans, and they're looking down on him like he's some like bandit right here. It feels to me a little bit off, extremely in fact. Let's not scrutinize it too in depth in here, correct? But you know, why is this elder so against him rail? Just like, you are a heretic, you are alright, man. Why did you invite me then? I mean, it probably stems from the idea to present, like, you know, as I'm saying yet again, as those were perceived and treated during the historical time, just to give a opportunity to witness firsthand how this kind of councils of elders would act in there. But as I'm saying, I don't think here in this game, as who Anaxa stays as, he should be getting this kind of treatment. From Aglaia, perhaps, like, you know, from Aglaia, alright, man. But from this old fat hero, Damason, like, no, they invited him himself. Go as far from here as possible, don't mutter to yourself like some sort of madman and disturb my meditation. Dumbas. Could the 15 and they arrive any faster? I want to die. Anaxa. Why are you such a great character? Oh my god. How much clips there's left to render out? There's only 3 left and one is kind of almost done. It's going to stop lagging in a minute. It is me! Kerasis loves this. So every plant, every tendril, no! Even every leaf could be the embodiment of Kerasis. As a result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a giant tree instead. Their wisdom was portrayed as a fruit to symbolize how they shared their knowledge equally among the masses. Such exquisiteness indeed. Oh, woman.
この壁なかなか抽象的ではないか。
ないか。
その発言、褒めているのかけなしているのか分かりませんね。とても気になるのですが、理性のタイタンは習字学を学ぶこともあるのですか?
I can tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now quite certainly curious whether the reason Titan has studied figures of speech before.
何を言うかと思えば、当然褒めている。
褒めて praise.
案外これこそが我らは一体何者なのかに対する答えなのかもしれないからな。
For this could be the answer to the question, what exactly are we?
私が求めているのがあんな醜いものだとは認めたくないですね。
I'm not willing to admit that I could look this ugly.
なるほどな。呪帝が襲撃にあった時、 我の魂を材料に錬成しようとしたのはそれが理由か。
それは理由か? Was this reason why you failed in your attempt to refine my soul when you were ambushed at the grove?
知っていたのならなぜ私を助けたのですか？
Why you save me?
そのような魂胆があるとそなたと凡人の違いだからな。
This point alone was enough to separate you from the average person. I don't see the lead up in here to like this line. What was the reason why I failed this attempt to refine my soul when you were ambushed? For one, I'm not willing to admit that I could look this ugly. What exactly are we? I don't see any cohesive like link between these lines here. How did this dialogue structure itself? I don't understand. Since you are aware of this, why did you save me back then? From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you. Which point? They did not even present a point aside from saying I could not be this ugly. I don't think. Am I losing something here? The mural is quite abstract. I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the reason Titan has studied figures of speech before. I find stylistic devices interesting. For all we know, this could be the answer to the question, what are we? Stylistic devices. Could not be this ugly. Stylistic devices. Why I failed in your attempt to refine my soul. Refine my soul, I think that's what it means. The reason you failed to an attempt to refine my soul, that is the reason why she acknowledged him. That he was crazy enough to take her into himself. Right, I see it. How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
それでここへ来たのは庇護を求めるだけが理由ではない。
I love how Anaxagora is just plainly open to interpret himself and cares as the literal titan of knowledge as lunatic.
そなたは一体何を企んでいる？
それは私の頭の中にあります。そんなに知りたいのなら好きに探せばいい。
ではそうさせてもらおうか。
Oh, she's going to find some Aglaea's laundry in his memory. She's going to find some desire to bank Aglaea.
1歳、2歳。
1-year-old, 2-year-old. I can't believe she's now acknowledging that I love Aglaea.
おやおや、かの名高い七賢人も大地獣のぬいぐるみを抱かなければ寝つけなかったとは。
Even a member of preeminent seven sages must hack his Droma's doll to sleep. His Droma's Dakimakura to sleep. How interesting. Naxa. No, I'm not a child.
魂が震えるとは珍しい。そなたが持っていたのだ。そのぬいぐるみには何か秘密があるのではないか。
Noigurumi. So that's like a plush, more like a bear giant, or say that she's implying the Droma, that is those things that run across the Okima. The traveling dinosaurs, that is. How unusual your soul is actually trembling. This must mean that behind this toy hides a secret that nobody knows.
どうせ残された時間は少ないですし、教えてあげましょう。
教えてあげましょう。
あれは家で飼っていたペットに似せて作られたぬいぐるみ。姉からもらったプレゼントです。
Present my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet.
ほう、家族がいたのだな。共に奥平間に来たのか？
No, I don't think they do.
私の頭を探るのが好きなら自分で続きを見てはどうです？
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memories.
5歳の年になれば答えがわかるでしょ
You'll discover the answer when you reach the memory of when I was 5. I hate the entire world. That is going to be the memory.
見渡す限りの暗黒の死を見るに耐え
The black tide everywhere. I can't bear to look.
幼かった私はその結末を受け入れられず、助けてくれるよう何度もタイタンに祈りを捧げましたが、ジョーリア、エーグル、ケファレ、もちろんあなたも答えてはくれませんでした。
Oh, can all hear how much resentment there is in his voice here. An actual he is describing hating this world. When I was young, I couldn't accept the outcome either. Glorious, Aquila, Kefal, and you, of course, although I prayed to every titan that I could think of for help. My efforts were ultimately futile. So the gods abandoned his need to be safe, just like finance, making him cruel from the young age, it would seem.
幼かったわ。
Not cruel, but, you know, just bear the consequences of living in this world, being cruel, rather.
幼かった私はその結末を受け入れ、助けてくれるよう何度もタイタンに祈りを捧げましたが、ジョーリア、エーグル、ケファレ、もちろんあなたも答えてはくれませんでした。
Oh, that pause in there. Koteva. I'm not a fan of male voice actors by no means, but you know, Anaxa definitely an outstanding one.
それがそなたが錬金術の研究を始めたきっかけか。
Could this be the inception of your research into alchemy?
ええ、まさに。すべてはあなたの緑豊かな庭園から始まりました。私はあそこで勉学に励んでいたとき、セレサスの理論に触れたのです。
When I was pursuing my education there, I naturally also came to learn the Thales' theory as well. The first scholar.
おお、覚えておるぞ。初めて魂の概念を提示。
Kind of ironic considering that in real life it's Anaxagoras himself who came up with the proposing of minds and souls, right? I mean, the article that I was reading yesterday said that they proposed the concept of mind, but mind, you know, even if you take Japanese language here in case, the word kokoro kind of meaning both heart, soul, you know, all these things like heart, soul, mind, they're all kind of the same exact one. As the idea of effigy residing within us, whether it's like, you know, heart, soul, mind, all that, right? All of that is not physical within us. Spiritual form, that is.
それだけではありません。彼は生命と物体の構成およびそれらの運動と変化はすべて魂に由来するものだと主張しました。そこで私は
He also believed that life as well as the composition, movement and transformation of matter all stem from souls themselves. This is why I thought that
すべての命が同源であるというのなら、自分を犠牲にすれば肉親を復活させられるのではないかと考えたのです。
if all in the world about equivalent exchange stemmed from the same origin, why could I not sacrifice myself in order to resurrect my nearest and dearest sister?
これは冒涜だ。
Success.
自由を掲げる受刑であっても、この行いは君を家計に処す十分な理由になりうる。
An absolute blasphemy, regardless of how much freedom the grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre.
君のその肉親は今どこにいるのかね。早く彼女を受刑から連れ出し、誰にも見つからない場所に隠せ。さもなければ、君も私も七賢人会議の審判を受けることになるぞ。
Send your beloved away from the grove at once to a place where nobody will ever be able to find her, otherwise the both of us will be judged by the council of the seven sages. So, did he like tap into necromancy or what?
安心してください先生。この世にはいません。
She is the ghost.
それはどう？
考えが甘かったのです。片目程度の代償でタノトスから死者を奪い返そうだなんて。
So, you know, all this like themes of Thanatos, I don't feel that he's blaspheming, he's just tapping into the yet another Titan's authority. As kind of getting to learn how death works. I don't think it's blasphemous to tap into death if you are living, is it? But humans might think that that is, right?
考えが甘かったのです。片目程度の代償でタノソスから死者を奪い返そうだなんて。10日交換。私が得られたのは姉との最後の会話だけでした。
Equivalent exchange, all I received for the price, but was an opportunity to see her once for one final time, nothing more.
もうこれ以上の研究はやめるんだ。私だって自分の一番優秀な学生がこのまま道を踏み外すのを黙。
So it would seem that his sensei is more of a grounded level. They think that tapping into Thanatos authority is kind of heretical act of sorts.
もうこれ以上の研究はやめるんだ。私だって自分の一番優秀な学生がこのまま道を踏み外すのを黙って見ているわけにもいかない。だから約束禁忌に触れないこと。そして二度と死者と自分を傷つけないこと。そうすればこの教室はまだ君のものでいられる。君には君だけの人生があるんだ。
None of those things, and this classroom will be yours. Blah blah blah. Sure thing. The classroom is exactly what Anaxa needs, unlike his beloved one, the deceased one.
また姉に会えただけでも十分です。
Exactly.
望むものはありません。
Old man, you must be absolutely insane to put a classroom above his beloved one perished.
先生の言う通りです。私もそろそろ新しい人生を歩み始めないといけませんね。
Now, I'm not trying to, incentive here to say that it is correct fashion of order to like summon the dead from that realm to speak with them, but there's nothing wrong with that either, is there? No. If this kind of fantasy stylistic world allows for such, and even even in our world, if you were able to speak with those important to you that passed away, it would be a little bit ruthless, a little bit wrong, because they are not living anymore. They are not the same individual. But if it could be like still as a memoria that is able to perceive information, I don't think it would be all that wrong as well. If they're like not a living being, but able to perceive information, being like a sustenance of its own. That's how I feel like.
それでいいのだよ、アナイクス。それで次の課題は何にするんだ？
What topic would you like to study?
セレサスの研究を引き継ぎたいと思っています。
Tell us, Sas. Oh, Sasi Anaxa.
魂の研究を続けたいのか？しかし
So as you know, Anaxa kind of wields authority of souls, in fact. They're stealing souls, they're damaging souls, they're applying the weaknesses to the enemies, all on their own. So they're kind of extremely badass in that regard as a character. I do like the design a lot, and the idea of soul damaging gun wielder. That is the craziest idea that the game provided in terms of character thus far, I believe. This Anaxa is hella cool.
いいえ先生、死の霧の中で姉の姿を一目見て一つ分かったことがあるので、それは私たちの魂に対する理解は氷山の一角に過ぎなかったということ。
My screenshot application that yak. It always does. Right. I close it. Open it. Right, I'm done rendering out all of that. Delete. Right, can.
目を片方失ってしまいましたが、 かつてないほどに明るく感じます。
So did he pay an eye to witness the loved one? I may have lost an eye, but my view on the world has become clearer than ever. Wow. That's some words to be put in the throne of time right here. I might have lost my eye, but my vision of the world as clear as ever.
真理はもう手の中に非常識な世界を私がひっくり返してみせましょう。
So it would seem like Anaxa is obsessed with, grasping how the world works exactly. As a true scholar, they are not afraid to tap into physicality and into unknown domain. I have grasped the truth with my bare hands. Watch as I turn this farcical world upside down. Oh.
その熱い眼帯の下にこのような秘密が隠されていたと。
Who would have thought such secret lay concealed beneath that hefty eye patch of yours?
しかし今の物語はそなたの企みとつながっているようには見えなかったが。
Story does not seem to add up to your plan. In fact, I'd say that they aren't related at all.
答えはその中にありました。こんなことすら理解できないの。さっさと理性の権能を私に譲ったらどうです。宝の持ち腐れですよ。
Even if you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason to me. After all, it would be a waste for you to hold on to it.
私の物語はここまで。次はあなたの番。いわゆる
Anata no ban.
10日交換というやつです。
It's your turn. Now tell me the secret of yours. After all, this is what equivalent exchange means, correct?
やはり罠を仕掛けておったか。
Oh, the trap master Anaxagoras.
我としても己の過去を語りたいのだが、そなたより多くを知らないかもしれん。
Was I willing to talk about my past? I may not know more about it than you do.
おや、偉大なる理性のタイタンが己の無知を認めるとは、信者たちががっかりしてしまいますよ。
Renowned Reason Titan now admitting a lack of wisdom. Your followers are going to be sorely disappointed by this.
覚えておくといい。人の子よ、己の無知を自覚することは立派な知恵を持っていることと同義なのだ。
Dogi Nanodo, child of humanity, remember this: being cognizant of one's ignorance is the greatest wisdom of all.
なるほど。無知であるからこそあの意味不明な問題を私に押し付けたのですね。
No shit you asked me to answer random nonsense questions.
それだけではないぞ。我の疑問に答えられるのはそなただけだと思ったのだ。
Not only that, you are the only one who can shed light on my query, as the saying goes, onlookers see most clearly.
アナイクス様、
何か
独り言を言っていたようですが、あれで狂気に陥っているかのように見えました。中断させてしまい申し訳ありませんが。
I saw you talking with yourself and thought you caught in a delirium or reflective thought. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
ライコス様のお言葉を伝えに参りました。カイニス様が
ようや
The time has come
ケフ
for
ァ
whom the ring bells.
世を作り世を背負いし神。
Kefal, the one who created the world and the one who bears the world.
もしそなたがまだ終わりを迎えていないのなら、反逆者の詰問に
Have you not met your
ど
end?
う答えるつもりなのだろ
Have
う
you
な。
not met your end? How will you answer the challenges of those who defy you?
まさか本当にカイニス様の招待に応じてくださるとは心より感謝いたします。正直に言ってしまいますと、あの金織様に不満を抱いている人は少なくありません。
Many people hold grudges against Lady Goldweaver. Why? Are they dumbasses or what? Hey woman. Oh, I'm a woman.
あれは華やかな服の第一重ではないか。
Isn't that a drama's draped in
目を
finery?
合わせてはなりませんよ。私は暴
Oh, at
力
his gaze, I don't want to acquaint myself with blasphemers.
安心しろ、傲慢な奴のことだ。
Too full of pride to pay us any attention.
おお、あだ名まで大知獣なのか。そなたは大知獣が大好きなのだな。
Military runner.
エルペドクレスの門下生か。だが彼の思想は礼拝学科のものとは真逆だと聞いている。
学者とはそういうものですよ。違いがあるからこそぶつかり合いが起こり、ぶつかり合いがあるからこそ進歩があるのです。
しかし私に言わせれば、正しい論点と間違った論点しか存在しない。そして両者は共存できないものだ。
典型的な白黒思考だな。これが人の子が争い続ける理由なのであろう。
くだらない。
How boring.
そなたはあの金織りと不仲なようだが、面と向かって話し合おうとはしなかったのか。
あれと話すことは何もありません。私の頭の中にいるのなら自分で関連する記憶を探してみたらどうです？
火を追う旅の指導者モネータの半身。
モネータの半身か。
本当に探るなんて私の頭を何だと思ってるんですか？
As some sort of toy?
あれこれ言ってもそなたはあの娘を評価しているだろうに。
Quite highly think of her, no?
私は公平に採点する教師ですからね。
Teacher who grades everyone equally. So they said to not squabble, right? The first two lines were describing of two people with two different views on how to address the progress in terms of scholarship. In order to progress, we must confront a question, provide different views on them, clash the opinions, that is. And the other man kind of replied with there's only correct opinion, there's only false one. So the false one is irrelevant, so he's more like pragmatical person. He does not see any point in false opinion. But the first individual, they did see false opinion as need for progress, for correct opinion to preserve itself. So yeah, don't squabble or whatever it said. Also, you really love. Hold on. What radical thinking? I guess this is why the children of humanity always squabble with each other. Here it is. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not the one I was looking for. This one. You kind of love how this place presents you with at the very least people not being, railed against Anaxagoras, but at the very least being representative of council of elders, in fact. Rather a bunch of like witch hunters against this one singular individual here. Why are you guys so obsessed with this singular scholar? He maybe agrees his hairs, but why they don't like Aglaia too, I don't understand either. It's like this region is such contrast towards the Black Tide, and these people are absolutely insane in front of the tragedy that could get swept all of them within mere seconds. Like, man, whether you don't like Anaxagoras here, don't like Aglaia, they present two different perspectives, the one of not believing in the Flame Chase journey and the one representing it. But in either case, you have to admit that whichever side you are trying to side with here, as human order, you have to admit that these humans would not be able to stand off against Dark Tide all by themselves. So I don't understand why this so fucking they're so arrogant in terms of this Flame River could destroy all of them in mere seconds. Had it been like here allowed to get inside. These giant Legionnaire guards, they would not stand a chance for like 2 seconds against the Flame River. So, you know, these people are clearly not witnessing the tragedy firsthand. They're clearly living in safety for no good reason, just like many people in our world do.
ライコス様とカイニス様はこの先です。では、私はこれで失礼いたします。
Lord Kindness and Lord someone else are just right up ahead. Who? Ligis. I think Ligis does the second one, the most famed one in here, correct? A living flame of Gyurios. Phew, you caught me. Wow, I'm working a part-time gig here, just a little flame in the fire pit. Looks like it's just the perfect job for me, right? But it gets pretty boring. I spend a lot of time just sitting here doing nothing, and there's no opportunity to slack off. Is human life always like this? Signing a devil's contract, exchanging your life for goods, willingly transforming into something like a machine. Don't worry, I'll smash it all sooner or later. Yeah, survival is hell. Hey, I get it. Aaron Noah, right? The world, hopeless as it is, isn't worth mourning. Oh my god. The music is super loud, I'm sorry. People should start fresh and build their own paradise. Wait, did I just get carried away? Phew. Oh dear, if humans want to live seriously, it's so hard. Can I only speak with Gyurios as Flame or what? The music is insane in this, like that. It's very loud, it's like an extremely high-pitched instrument. A saxophone or something. That instrument is not even considered high-pitched, but you know, just loud. Yep. Right, back to the music. Right, no music, very good. The altar of fortune has been reset. Oh my god, the water is golden here as well. The Aglaia sure has peed in every pool there is. You love it. I'm going to swim in there in a second, hold on. Whee! Bow of that. And is there no chest in here? So yeah, I don't know how long it will take to finish up this version still, but you know, we did progress at the very least an hour and a half in here as well. 2 hours yesterday, hour and a half today. I don't think I'm finishing my job in here. I could in fact, but I think we are going for another hour and a half as well. I think we're going to make up 3 hours today, and hopefully there will be left like a tiny bit to finish this off in the future. There is nothing else aside worth addressing as much as the Star Island here, so it presents with nice characters, with polite dialogue and very wholesome and fun lines to witness in here. The characters are dynamic, they're very characteristic and very interesting to perceive each other in this world of ever-changing structure here, wherever we got ourselves into. So I don't get it. Is this Lugos artificial creature kind of representative of elders as like one of the utmost highest position as well? So that kindness before him, behind him, is like a human, right? Representative of leading of the Elders Council, and he's more like demigod on her own from the look of it. I don't know, machine, some kind of representative of the Titans, very much. And just look at him, you can see Hertha through his puncturing here. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Huh. Look at me, I'm a genius. Korega Tensei. Koreda Tensei. I'm a genius. Who are you? Assassinate. Oh, what a masculine voice, Jesus Christ. Is something stuck in her throat? I'm sorry, not to offend voice actor right off the bat, but it sounds like she... it sounds like she breathed the helium, that is. A little bit, right? There's certainly voices out there that sound in fact like they breathe helium all the time, but you know, this one's just quite masculine. An incredibly masculine voice, wow. Oh my god, they sure took out quite the voice actor for the character that is known for their gender kind of shenanigans, right? Kind of known as like two-gender, right, creature. According to the fate Goat-Veris, head to the nose priest of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, Chrysos Haver, who bears curses for Corflame, survivor of the Grove of Calamity. Wow, 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 wow. Did I miss you kissing with Aglaia? Please show the photos.
どうやらカイニス殿は私のことをよくご存知のようで、自己紹介の手間が省けましたよ。
As Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste any effort introducing myself yet again.
しかし、風習の違いでしょうか。私の故郷には艦隊という概念がありましてね。主が温かく客人をもてなすというものなのですが。
Perhaps the customs are different here. Back in my hometown, there is a form of etiquette known as honoring guests. The host will welcome their guest with warm hospitality by treating them with wine and cozy bed.
まさか出会い頭に質問されるとは思いませんでした。その上、主は刃を研ぎ、従者を闇の中に潜ませているとなれば。
Ever since our arrival, I've not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts. Instead, met with intense scrutiny. Even more absurd, the host has sharpened their blade and instructed their servant to lie in wait in the shadows.
あなたは私の腹を裂き、火種を取り出して、宴の魚にでもするつもりなのでしょうか。皆の者、引け。
Alex, I know you like. I mean, the first line was kind of like, you know, on point. And in fact, not too hospitable. But that last one, I feel like pushing a little bit too deep in here. It's like, you know, you're kind of dangerous all on your own, considering that you have a core flame and you're the wizard of the souls. You could definitely kill this kindness here, all on your own. So like. Maybe the guards were not, in fact, should not be recalled. About hospitality, I have to say yes. In fact, like, the people in here are a little bit all over themselves, even more than Anaxagoras. It's like a competition of who is more dumbass in here.
一回の学者に過ぎないので。そう謙遜するな。七賢人の名に恥じないその見識と気迫。
Your bravery is more than adequate to accomplish our perilous endeavor.
伝は険しい道を行く我々の偉業に加わるにふさわしい。あなたは戦争を望ん、衝突は必ずや起こるだろう。
黄金兵たちが戦争を望むのなら、こちらも戦争で答えるだけだ。アグライアが黄金の血の力で善良なる市民を弾圧しようとするのなら。
Since Aglaea's endeavors to suppress the virtuous commoners with blood of gold will not hesitate to display the right and metal that the citizens of Okhima are entitled so to.
平和への希望は残っているのか？すべては次の民会次第。私に言えるのは、彼。
It is absolutely insane to me that the people in here are so rebellious in front of threat of the Black Tide. Absolutely nuts civilization here. They're not thinking of survival or any of those, are they? Everything hinges on the next citizens' assembly and whether they have a sudden epiphany amid the clamor of the masses.
幸いなことに、黄金兵である貴殿は我々の招待に応じてくれた。これこそ。
Oh my god, providing hope to this individual is like, you're nuts.
ずうずうしい。先ほど下がったあなたの忠実な粛清者たちも、今の言葉とは違うものを聞いたでしょう。
What a brazen arrogance. What you're saying right now is worlds apart from what you were saying before you retired your cleaners.
彼らの仕事は有害なものを一掃すること。確かに違うものを聞く。しかし、今はもう我々の。
Now that you're an ally of ours, we can continue talking somewhere else, as you know, these walls are fierce.
前に光栄にも貴殿の死、エルペドこと礼拝について議論させてもらったことがあってな。だが貴殿は死守学派に属しているようだな。そこは最も反対派が多い学派だが。
支持されるのも反対されるのも当たり前のことです。この世に賢者と愚者がいるよう。
The music is beautiful. Not as beautiful as Herta. Right, and right, Kindness. What is this device? Go ahead, present us with lore.
阪神議員の中心部へようこそ。歓迎するぞ、アナクサゴラス。
Hub of the Demigod Council.
貴殿の記憶にもあるだろう。ここで多くの雄弁家が人の心を惑わし、外貨を奏でたろう。そして多くの特進的な鉄人。
Especially fine in presenting his theory of flying birds. Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and emerged victorious by stoking public sentiment with their words, and yet there have also been innumerable blasphemous philosophers who set themselves up for failure because they refused to defend their actions.
この小さな舞台はまさに奥平魔数千年の歴史の縮図。そして15日後、この地は奥平魔で最も共に人々を率いて死、紛争、記述のない黄金時代に戻ろうでは。
戻ろうではないか。May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead the masses back towards the Arachresia, a golden age with no death, strife, or trickery.
15日後か。ちょうどそなたの式ではないか。この世にはこのような偶然があるものなのか。
偶然あるなのか。In 15 days, the site shall also become the most important as well as the final turning point in Okhima's history.
死をもって真理を証明するですか。望むところです。
Using death to prove myself fits my intentions perfectly.
なんという気迫。さすがは金織と対立しうる英雄だ。
As expected of the hero who dared to stand up to the Gold Weaver.
やはり誤解したな。
As expected, she misunderstands you.
カイニス殿、お世辞は結構です。私は元老院の方々と世を救うため招待に応じたのですから、意味のない言葉で私の忍耐力を試さないでいただきたい。
Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the member of the Council of Elders. Don't test my patience with such superfluous formalities.
そうだな。とはいえ、貴殿は禁止の追跡から逃れるため、私の助力が必要なのではない。
考えすぎですよ。民会で人々の支持を得たい彼女が軽率に手出ししてくるとは考えられません。
彼女の人間性がほとんど残っていないことなど私でもわかる。貴殿はなぜ彼女が常識にのっとって行動すると思うのだ。
You don't sound like me, can tell that only a sliver of her humanity remains. Surely you are not asserting that she will definitely act in a rational manner.
知っての通り、アグライアは私に宿る火種を狙っている。だからこそこの火種が私、そしてあなたたちが彼女に対抗する際のキリ。
As you're not that aware, Aglaia covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support me as much as possible. Naturally, this includes the guards as well.
切り札となるでしょう。故に私は元老院に護衛を含むあらゆる支援を求めます。サーシスの火種、あなたが追い求める黄金期において、これにどれほどの価値がある。
And what a bunch of nonsense the story is, but it definitely has roots in, as I'm trying to explain like 50th time here, in how, you know, the Roman Empire structure, all this like bureau kind of structure, bureaucracy in there, it's like, you gotta go to this parliament here, you gotta go in here, sign this, do this, sign this, just to get an approval, and it's extremely complicated for no reason whatsoever, right? And it stands to this point they're providing here in the story.
あるのか。ご自身が言葉を重ねたところで意味はありません。自重した方が賢明。
Talk is cheap, so you better act prudently as well.
当然、重々承知しているとも。いわゆる駆け引きとは利益の交換。それが合理的な要求であれば、元老院は盟友を軽んじることはない。貴殿にも協力する意があるのならば。
After all, this battle of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they need. As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders never shortchanges its allies, since we're both intent on mutual cooperation. Let us not mince words and just speak plainly with each other.
真の哲学者のように言葉や知恵を通して各々が払える代価と
Like true philosophers, with our words and wisdom.
手に先ほどの続きといこう。彼女は黄金栄の中でも2番目に年長だ。長い時間の中で摩耗し、火種に焼かれ続けたことで
As discussed, our common enemy Aglaia, she is the second most experienced Christos heir across the whole of Okhima, who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages of time and the ablation of the core flame. A formidable opponent and oh my god. Yeah man, it's like opponent, yeah.
彼女が貴殿
Lost her humanity.
を殺めようとする理由は十分にあるが、貴殿の主張にも一理ある。
What do you mean take his life? She does not care about him.
老練な政治家である彼女が本当に一線を越えるのかはまだ判断できない。
As a seasoned political animal, it's unclear whether she will actually cross that. Oh my god.
となれば、貴殿がここを訪れる前に彼女と結託していないと、ここにいる。
Is there anyone present who can swear by this sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here? That you are trying to pull the wool over our eyes and aid her in the savagery?
もしアグライアが求めている
Okay, I click on. Just needs vassals who will do her biddings without question.
のが知的な黄金栄である。
If Aglaia required a suitable intelligent Chrysa's heir, then I am the best fit for her needs. However, it is quite evident that she has no need for a Chrysa's heir who could break free of her control at any time.
私はタイタンの信託も信じておる。
Oh my god.
少なくとも貴殿しかし残念教えてくれアナ
I regret to say that the sentiments in favor of the Chrysa's heir and Aglaia are only growing in magnitude. The peace that we are aspiring towards, as well as everything that we hold dear, will be destroyed completely. The city will be burned to ashes and the citizens' blood will be shed. Tell me, what are you willing to do for our esteemed citizens so that they can vanquish the enemy of our city? I will be a one to shatter Aglaia's self-righteousness. No. Garnering my support is equivalent to garnering the support of the entire grove.
誠に遺憾ですが、客観的に言えば、呪帝が襲撃された後、学院の実質的な権アグライアを引きずり下ろしたいのなら、元老院は私の指示が必須となる。一歩引いてみても、私は奥ヘイマ民会における呪帝からの特派講師なので。
ケファレの名のもとに、奥ヘイマは貴殿の誠意と
I'm not a fan of choosing this first one. I'm not going to lie. I clicked on it randomly. What other options there were? I need to know. She is prepared to execute me. That was the funnier option. Oh my god.
先ほどの続きといこう。彼女は黄金、彼女が貴殿をとなれば
死刑執行人はキャストリス。この名前はあなたも知っているはず。私が奥ヘイマに戻ってきた時からアグライアは彼女を使わせて私を監視していました。
I believe you're aware of.
元老院の中にいなかったの。それは私のもとにすでにタナトスがやってきた。
I believe you're aware of Casteris, the executioner. Long before I returned to Okhima, Aglaia had already dispatched her to monitor me. If I weren't able to reach this place in time, I would have been forced to meet the Thanatos first.
結果のわからない万全な方法より直接私の腹を裂いて火種を取り出す方が合理的ではありませんか。すべての条件。
少なくとも貴殿もあの貪欲な暴君が奥ヘイマのへ。
There it is, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Okhima. The Council of Elders is willing to defend our right to live, just as we defend every oppressed citizen. You're right.
平和を脅かしている最地下
For 15 days straight, well.
黄金そしてアグライアを支持する人々は教えてくれアナクス。
誠に遺憾でアグライアを引きずり一歩引いてみても。
ケファレの名のもとに奥ヘイマここまで話してきて貴殿もこの弁論からどのような利益を得られるのか分かったはずだろう。元老院は常に公正であり公正とは誠意の上に築くもの。
Fairness built on a foundation of sincerity. Yeah, man, it's just if you're so sincere, maybe you stop like, you know. What the word is in English, like when you're not speaking too nice about someone, about Aglaia, that is, I forgot the word. Hold on. Slender, right? Slender.
元老院は奥平魔の全市民に永遠の忠誠を誓っている。そこで単刀直入に聞かせてもらおう。貴殿はこの誠意にと
The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Okhima that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, how will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Okhima's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself, just as you now betray Aglaia when it suits you?
ケファルどう
How absurd! My loyalty is unquestionable.
バカバカしい。
Bakabakashi.
私の忠誠に証明など必要ありません。むしろ忠誠を示せと要求すること自体が裏切りなのでは。
Surely you jest. My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is itself akin to form of betrayal. What? Actually, that is the most bullshit line human has ever managed to structure in singular sentence. The fact that you are asking for proof of my loyalty is akin of form. Oh my fucking. Look at that at that green of his as well. These people surely not presenting me with death sentence here as a consequence of my stupidity. I'm so like confident here. Yay.
お二方が礼儀にのっとって
Even she lost it in there. You dumbass.
お互いの手を取り合う場に立ち会えたことをとても光栄に思います。ですが神霊の慣習の名において金織のアグライア殿がこの黎明の崖に向かってきているのを見ました。
おや、今日は客人が多いのだな。
カイニス殿はさぞ悔しいでしょうね。高い外城に位置する元老院だという黄金栄の顔色を伺わなければならない。
Despite the council's lofty residence on Downcloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Croesus' heirs.
まさか奥の手を残していたとは。今回は私の負けだな。だが個人的に言うならば、彼女が姿。
So you were holding back just now. It seems like you're better at this game than I. In any case, I'm glad that she's arriving here.
教えてくれ、アナクサゴラス殿。もしアグライアが盟友となった貴殿を差し出せと迫ってきたら、どう
What should I do? Hand him?
元老院の方々、私と世間話がしたかっただけで、他に何の目論みもないと弁解し、素直に身柄を引き渡せばよいのでは。
Can you guys explain to me just for a second? Explain to me what are these lofty humans are capable of presenting against an actual demigods? What is their end game like? What are they planning to do against those who are defending them against the Black Tide to begin with? Why are they so arrogant and the 100th time I am repeating it, but it is here to represent how all these councils were structured in our world, right? But in terms of this game, like not to scrutinize it overly, nitpick or any of those, correct? What is their end game? There's a standing this soul manipulator in front of her that could... Oh, surely they stand a chance at getting rid of him. Definitely they do. If all of them rail together, they will be able to get him off the screen. But Aglaia... No, they will not be able to. She definitely knows how to fight. That garment maker is going to take all of them all on its own. Alone. A freaking Terminator doll.
ですが、そんなことをしてしまえば、元老院の威厳は地に落ちるでしょう。その上、貴重な火種を一つ失うことに。
However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked in blood, and only cannot be destroyed at the slightest touch. But the Council will also lose possession of a valuable core flame.
いや、二つになりますね。
More like 2 core flames.
何せ。
Oh, Anaxa looks so good.
次の民会では、死と共にある少女も私たちの。
Do you guys look often at his eye patch? Like it looks incredibly stylistic, unique, etc. clothes as well, right? As the next citizens assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing on our side.
それは重要ではありません。私には私のやり方がある。
All you need to know is that I have a plan. In my opinion, you should be more worried about the impending threat.
それアグライアが今日囚人監視の中で私を連れ去るよう
Oh, I know what his plan is. Seduce the woman. If Aglaya can seize me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire council of elders in one fell swoop tomorrow. If that happens, the discussion that we've just had will turn into an utter joke.
それはあなたが望むことではないでしょう。
だがこれだけはよく覚えておくことだ。民を愚弄するも
Fool the people and the karma will be on your tail. I'll overlook it this time, but don't count on me being a next time.
貴殿が拷問を好み、苦痛の中で魂の真理を試作するのに長けていない限りな。
カイニス殿はご存じない。それは私の貴重な。
それは、you hear that arrogance in his voice in there. それは
カイニス殿はご存じないのですね。
ですね。
それは私の貴重な才能。
His voice actor is a human.
な才能の一つなのですが。
これからどうなる
That was pleasing dialogue, I'm not going to lie.
おお、見直したぞ。しかし、そなたが求めるものが。
So, it would seem this Anaxa guy is pretty good at negotiations, but the dialogue was a little bit over the top in there. It's like, you know how it was structured? Like, the lady presents him with most bullshit, controversial opinion, and he just presents, like, his character to her. That's how it was structured. The most bullshit opinion the council elder presents, and Anaxagora is like, correct. Right, be right back. That was a funny dialogue. I feel a little bit overwhelmed here at this 2-hour mark, but you know, we'll probably continue.
そんなに私が何を望んでいるのか。
我は理性の体。
If this version lasts for like 8-10 hours, it's going to take like 4 or 5 of this 2-hour attempt if I'm doing only 2-hour worth of voice, right? I wouldn't say it's not the reasonable amount of time to do all of this, but you know, that's a lot of time for a version, you know? 8-10 hours, like, Jesus Christ. That's a shitload of time to begin with, you know? Why these versions are so long in this game, Jesus Christ. I'm not a fan of voicing out entirety of it, I'm not going to lie.
そう焦らないでください。私が真に求めるものを伏せていたのは、彼女にはそれが叶えられないと分かったからです。黎明の崖の本当の主は、常に全体を見ている。
The true master of the Down Cloud is the Theoros. Logos, oh?
やはりいらっしゃいましたね。もう一度あなたを歓迎いたしましょう。
Welcome yet again.
実際、
Anaxagora said, no.
無益な弁論などせずに
Anaxagora said, no. You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with Kephalem.
私に断る理由などあります。
あなたにはないのでしょう。しかし、カイニスにはあります。ケファレの火種を掌握した者が、オクヘイマを支配できるの。彼女は私を警戒している。
It's crazy how there's an actual core flame river in there on its rampage, and they're having, you know, all this scrutiny around themselves over those flames. It's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust. I would say that debate was not at all pointless.
我からすればこの人の子それでも
はい。たとえそうとでは行きましょう。穴草。はるか昔の神話においてケファレは神山の頂上で信者たちの問いに答えたと言います。そのため信者はタイタンの断崖に登ることを神と共に歩むことだとみなしています。
人の子よ、聞いたか？サーシスと共に山登りをする機会などめったにないぞ。賛歌を歌うことを許してやろう。
タイタンの賛歌なんて歌えませんよ。
タイタンの歌え話せませんよ。
進みましょう。このヤーヌスの隠れ道を抜ければ巡礼用の長い階段が見えます。
The long pilgrimage staircase will be waiting for you at the
ま
summit.
さか理由すら聞かないとは思い。
あなたが求めているものは分かっています。紳士は他人の善行。
So I presume we're almost out of this location. There's going to be switch over to Caster's side, the Styxia and Cypher. I'm probably going to leave the soon as we're done with this location.
を見守るべし。タイタンへ質問をする権利を行使することをケファレは決して拒んだりしないでしょう。死期が迫っているあなたはきっとケファレに最も近い存在だと思いますから。
Kefale will not deprive you of your right to ask your question, especially now that you're on the brink of death. You must be closer to Kefale than anyone else, wouldn't you agree?
そうだといいのですが。
正義の子が常識に反する世界に相対するとき、天地をも覆す。
Why should Kefale not talk with Kersus to begin with? I mean, the Anaxagoras guy is known of being blasphemous, right? But he possesses Kersus' core flame. There should not be issue with addressing Kefale.
あなたがこの滅びかけた世界。
It is my hope that something blah blah blah. I did not screenshot it, unfortunately.
黎明の崖を登るのは今回が初めてです。
As I'm going down Cloud Speak.
いい眺めだ。これです。
むしろ町にある神殿と同じで相変わらずここに立ってみてもかの神から価値ある手がかり。私の頭に住み着いてしばらく経つの。ここまでにしておきましょう。
先ほどの論争で脳に負担でもかかったか？もしオンパロスに来世があれば
You should focus on strengthening your body and stop shirking social interactions.
先ほど次
Weakling.
タイタンはもう目の
もし耐えられなかったら
Are you going to carry me up if I were to fall now? That's so romantic.
あなた自分の状況は自分が一番よく分かって
わかったわかった
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 わかっ
生
た
還するとしよう
Fine then, I guess I won't say anymore. I'll just wait till your soul dissipates completely to gain control over your body.
そなたの魂が完全に散っ
Oh, I can see what she's going to first thing do is like kiss Aglaya.
た後
あれはサーシス。あれは
どれだ？
幻覚かそれとも死にかけの人間には魂が見え
They'll get to see souls when they're close to dying.
おや、ゴーナウス殿。いつも肌身離さず持っている槍はどうした？
残念なことだが、私のカリウスは暗黒の潮に侵されてしまった。
なんと、ジョーリアの鉱物と炎から生まれた創造物でさえ、滅びの運命からは逃れられないのか。
サーシス、一つ聞きますが、ゴーナウスというものを知っていますか？
ゴーナウス？知らんな。 急に変わった名を出して
Is she lying to him?
どうしたの？
今見たのです。ゴーナウスという名の戦士がそこであなたとか、
我にそのよう。
これは亡霊。
Calypso. You love the woman, she is funny and she majorly has been an incredible narrator alongside of us, alongside of Casteris, and throughout the entirety of Epiphany she has been presenting very interesting and fun dialogues. Right, who are you, dear customer? Seem pretty buff to me. The whisper effects are insane. The whispers are going very loud.
いや、
半身になる代償は私たちが思っているよりも。
ケイオス三神。
Chaos.
聞いたことがない名前だ。どのタイタンの権能を
The authority of Chaos, perhaps.
もう少し前向きに考えろ、ゴーナウス。我らが直々に会いに来た。
彼の中で私たちの重さがこの世界に匹敵するほどあればいいのだが。
人の子よ、また幻覚を見たのか？
Hito no Koyo.
人の子よ。
ええ、今度はあなたとゴーナウス、ケイオスという人物について話していました。おそらくあなたたちの仲間でしょう。
ケイオス、それもまた。
What the hell? She strictly like plainly outright like disregards the fact that the guy is dying and lies to him. I'm sorry, but what the hell?
まあいいです。おおよその件。
Maybe Anaxa doesn't need to know those, but you know, it's like, ain't it super obvious that those are an actual lines that happened?
見当はついていますから。私の何者かの魂のす。
おや、それが本当に
But if those are souls of the dead, then what am I? I mean, he's implying that this is souls of the people, not of Kyrsos, right? How do people know those kind of things like chaos and how Calypso would act as well? How do you know those kind of things? Sounds to me like an insane hallucination here.
知りませんよ、そんなこと。むしろあなたこそ死に際の私が見ている現像なのかもしれませんよ。
For I know you were just an illusion I conjured up in my dying moments.
今は先を急ぎましょう。この
無理をしてくれるなよ。
まだ大丈
夫。I'm fine.
もし私の推測通りなら面白いことになりますよ。
Omoshiroi. Alright, are we done with this place? No? I'm getting bored. Oh my god. What? So we need to jump the blue one, but in order to jump the blue one we need to press the yellow one. and get that thing to the blue one button. That was stupidly easy. Nanda. I still 170 bulls, we're almost out of the location. Honestly, I'm so bored, I'm tempting to just go and collect the stuff in here. Running in the 90s. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm here. What a straightforward location, though. What's wrong? Is the big one supposed to be lower? Oh, this.
この程度でしょ。
この程度でしょ。
よっ。ほら、これが天才。
これが天才。One there attend, where's the other ones? Why is it showing on one? Alright, let's warp the reality. It says one in here. Where? Are you supposed to use hand for this or what? Oh, can you go in there?
Yep.珍しくもない。もっといいもの持ってるし。
Spirit Thief 2 and Treasure 1. It does not show treasure and I don't see any Spirit Thieves.
ほら、これが天才。
Is it not supposed to show it to us, those things? I gotta say, exploring this area kind of lifts a little bit the mood in here, I feel like.
Yep.
It drains so much to voice out things, I'm sorry, you know. Oh, this thing. Oh, is it the one I was not able to do before? Wait, I don't remember this one. I did not attempt this. This thing is not spirit thief, is it? Just a treasure.
これだけいらない
Treasure 1, spirit thief 2. Wow. Living flame of glorious, few down clouds, such a complex place. Luckily the winds here aren't too strong, so my flames can burn peacefully. Speaking of which, I overheard a question earlier and couldn't come up with a good answer after thinking about it for a while. An elder, a priest, a wealthy merchant, and a Croesus' heir are trapped in the same ruins. They all want to get out alive, so all want to give orders to others. The elder says they represent the people. The priest says they represent the titans. The merchant claims to have a lot of balance coins in the city. And the Croesus' heir is mighty and strong, so who among those four is most likely to have the final say? Croesus' heir? So, no matter the crisis, legal legitimacy is the most important thing when we talk taking actions. Indeed, seeking to reason is what prevents disputes. But what if the elders are easily swayed and don't keep their word? What a complicated question. I'll stop bothering you now. Let my mind burn for a while longer. Unfortunately, you get only one shot for this. I don't think elders, in fact, hold any authority. I was just curious, maybe it is in fact elders. The other options were quite dull, like the merchant. No. What do money stand against Black Tide? The only ones who hold power in here are Croesus' heir. Ho, let's see who has come to visit. Does book 11 slide? Blah blah blah. Alright, let's do this. Less than closely. It's well known that Oakham is home to many delightful creatures. But which one is the most beloved by all citizens? I never turn away genuine praise. Warrior from Outlands boldly speak your answer. I like Mem the most. Wrong answer. The little pink bunny knows more than I do, way beyond my knowledge. Such a simple question, yet it cannot confound a warrior of wisdom like yourself. The answer is far away and yet right before our eyes. It's the lion speaking to you now. There are two ways to approach this riddle. First, as a citizen skilled in socializing, one must know the perfect moment to compliment others during conversation. That's the true art of chatting. As for second, well, I have been adorable since childhood. What a dumbass. Where's stupid treasures? Hello? Why is this woman a Spartan? Is this Gnaeus in disguise or what? Oh my god, she's quite small. I feel like it may be a positive tendency to clear out areas as soon as we get in here to witness those. Oh wow, look at what is happening in there. Those are some insane views. The music is such a whole take on this region. It's wow, it's on its own way. Yuck. Alright, that should be good enough. We did it. No. Treasure 1, Spirit Thief 2. Where? Literally entire area was cleared out already. Where? Why is she laughing? Is this Verxina from Uma Musume? Where are the stupid treasures at? I don't understand. Am I blind or what? It must be somewhere at the end, near the hand. Oh, I'm here then. Oh no, the Whispers again. Hold traveler from afar bus. 100 challengers have already failed my trial. Will you be the 101st? For the honor of being a Weaver bus, take a guess. Behind which tree am I hiding? Attack. This is also a way to break the game.
Yep.
I see the coin of Whimsy. I see the treasure. Or is it hand? It's hand. I see another coin in there, bird. Is there a chest for collecting coins? I didn't know. I wish to swim against the current of time's river, yet I cannot resist the torrents nor resign myself to drifting along and giving up. In the end, I am left stranded in the middle of the journey. Perhaps that's just the life of a butterfly. Right, coin number 1. I think for coins you get a chest. What about 2 spirit thieves though? Tweet, you found me. Something about that mural feels off. The many-eyed blind figure seems to be missing a few feathers. Tweet, why could it be? Is it a revelation granted? Oh my god, the Whispers. By my master or a connection beyond time and space to it? Can we go in there? Oh my god, can we actually do? No. Where are the other stupid coins at? There's one. Oh my god. Take that eyeball. I cannot sense the other coins. I wish there was a sensor. I cannot continue until I'm done with this. I'm saying. This has to be done. I will speed this up, this segment, I think, when I'm cropping it out. Oh man, there's not just... Well, I see one. Where's the last now? You would think somewhere here, but... Oh... That did not even count as the treasure. Yuck. I am absolutely at a loss for it in here. Where are the spares? Maybe when we are not Anaxagoras. Probably beyond the story, right? Snooping here.
まだいけるか。
当然だ。我はただまったく山登りになると知っていたら誘いを断っていたぞ。
これも容易の傍証なのだろう。もしオンパロスに来世があれば次は体を鍛えておけ。
冷やかしはそこ。
価値のある情報。
たとえここから飛び降りることになろうともでなければこの名高き七賢人カリプソ剣石学派の野蛮人どもとどう違うというのか。
カリプソ、彼女は七賢人。いや、本当に七賢人だ。私は彼女を知っているはず。サーシス、カリプソという名前を知っていますか？
Looks like there's no Cersus anymore.
サーシス、いない。一人でも十分。死者の領域はかなり近い。
Oh, well to the death. Yeah. Hey, careful. I'm dead.
麗しき旧世界よ、いずこにありや。伝説の黄金期よ、今によみがえりたまえ。我らの行く道が栄えある神々と共にあらんことを。ああ、温かき時代の一切は幻影を残して過ぎ去れり。
なぜあなたまで祈っているのですか？
Seal Slimers, wow. The event is here. Through the petals in the land of repose. Trailblazer. I don't see any continuation in there. Anaxa and Afternoon's dialogue with the Divine. And Unknown. It is going to be a cipher. So I don't see any crazy deviations here. It's probably going to end here for Anaxa. There's going to be a cipher in here at the top. And this version is going to end. This is probably a very short version, right? From my understanding. There's not going to be 6 deviations like it was before. Look at this bullshit. Look at this insanity. Main character, Medei, Tribios. The previous version was insanely diverse in terms of storyline and maybe not the craziest developments either, but definitely this version was a blast. This one seemed to be providing some insight on the Council of Elders, some insight on the Anaxagoras' character in depth, and in general just pleasing deviation. Does not seem like it's a long one. I don't know if this Trailblazer will be getting a path on its own, like after this. Probably not. It feels like Trailblazer was at the beginning. We got a little bit of Stellian there. It just seemed like it will be a version like a little bit of Anaxa, a little bit of Cipher, and it should like end. There should be like another one in here, like a deviation, like go to the bottom somewhere like with Flame River, and end it, from my understanding. There's not going to be a billion of progression here, if I get it correct. I heard them. We're here finally, so I don't get to ask the Titan my question, but all of you make for a pleasant surprise nonetheless. Oh! And that. Oh, Arknight's music, the Seaborn one. The Seaborn music from Arknights.
潮流の奥深く存在しない世界の門の向こうから私に語りかけてくる声が今度今までにないほどはっきりと聞こえてきた。
This time the voice is a lot clearer than before.
そろそろ落ち着いたらどうだ。
オーナウスさん、それにカリプソー先生。
Who may it be? Casterius, Loli.
二人もケイオスさんに挨拶しに来たの？
ああ、ここで待ち始めてからかなり経った。
彼は未だに答えてくれん。もしかするとすでに容易の重さに押しつぶされてしまったのかもな。
Oh my god. Gnaeus representing the Strife, Calypso representing the Curses, the Wisdom, Loli Casterius representing the Thanatos. What is she doing here?
ゴーナウスさんは心配しすぎじゃないかな。私は感じるよ。彼の魂はまだここに残ってるって。
It's not a siren, is it? It is Casterius. You're thinking Lorneus, I can still sense Chaos' soul in the area.
それにケイオスさんのこと。
Yeah, see, she speaks of the authority of death. This is definitely not siren.
ことはみんなよく知ってるでしょ。彼は救世主だから簡単には倒れないし、全部を忘れて置いてけぼりにすることなんてないって。
ないって。We both know Chaos' nature, a deliverer like him wouldn't fall so readily. much less give up on all that he holds dear. Isn't that so?
彼を信じよう。
それよりボリュシア、
彼を信じよう。
今日は一人なのか？
Polixia? Pollux? As in Pollux? Castoris's sister or what? Castor and Pollux. Those are two siblings, right? The Fate Go one. That is. So looks like Castoris's sister, huh?
お姉ちゃんはまだお花の世話があるからって。
What? So from the first look, even you could say that she's a little bit more energetic than the Castoris is. Castoris is on the shy end of sisterhood here, it would seem, and this one's Genki one, lively one.
痛ましいな。そなたたちは生まれてこの方、タナトスの剣道を受け継ぐ責を負っているというのに、誰よりも憐れみの心があるとは。
What of you have hearts kinder than anyone else, yet you are born only to take over Thanatos' divinity?
ここで見聞きしたものの一つ一つが私を震撼させた。
Everything I see and hear this time left me shaking to the core.
一見すればありふれている。しかし実際は空前絶後とも言えるその会話はサーシスの問いに対する究極の答えを私に示してくれた。
What might seem like a mundane conversation, in truth, a once-in-a-lifetime exchange that has revealed the ultimate answer to Kersus' question. What exactly are we?
推測は十分。あとはケファレと答え合わせをするだけだ。これでサーシスの疑問を解き、肉体を。
Conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theorem. Next, I need to seek verification from Kefali. By doing so, I can answer Kersus' question and reclaim my body.
取り戻すことが可能。だが、そんなことはしない。
But no, I will not do that. That isn't important.
なぜなら、私が証明しようと追い求めてきたもう一つの推測が。
Another conjecture of mine, one that I have always dreamed of proving, has been proven right the very instant.
凡人にタイタンの魂を言う。
Fusing a mortal soul with that of a titan to replace a titan is not a ludicrous idea after all. Wow, stealing authority of titan are insane dudes. Well, they were Flame Reaver, the mighty one. Oh, Sinya.
何を考えてるんですか？
Sinya.
簡単していただけだ。
Sinya.
この巨木がサーシスの。
そうなんですか？
Sinya.
特に驚いてるようには見えませんでしたけど。
Sinya.
なんでしょう。タンタンは
Sinya.
巨木を取り囲んでる街に詳しい感じがするような。
Sinya. Is that so? You don't think the slightest bit amazed? Though, plus you seem to be strangely familiar with the city around the Great Tree.
昔のことだ。
昔のことですか。
昔のことですか。I was also a child when I looked up at the curses. Their leaves and branches reflected the sparkling stars, and their trunk was like a pillar that supported the sky and ground.
初めてサーシスを見上げた時、私はまだ子供だったんです。枝葉は星の。
Do you guys often look at the Hyacinth's design? Her eyes are absolutely incredibly big.
光を反射して、まるで天地を支えている柱のように見えました。
Look at her face. Her eyes are making up 20% of her entire face. She is so anime.
あの日、私はここに立って、いつか木のてっぺん、天空に一番近い場所にたどり着くことを夢見ていたんで。
天空の司祭が理性のタイタンの地で学問に励んでいるのは、どうも直感に反する。
Sky priests yet study at a place that is home to the Risen Titan, or rather counterintuitive. 理由は簡単ですよ。
人間がエーグルの国に行くことなんてできないからです。かの神はサーシスとは違って厳格で無慈悲な神様。理性は他者に知識を分け与えますけど、天空は人々の畏敬の念だけを必要としてる。
Don't read much into it. Can mortals even hope to reach Aquilus' realm? There are strict and draconian god, nothing like Kyrsa's reason, is willing to share what is theirs with others. Yet Sky only expects people to revere them.
タンタンならわかりますよね。だって
何
あなたとグレータンをオンパルスに
Аги, Триби, Сини, Дани, Грей, Меми. Everyone's names are being diminutived here. You love it. Sini. You get what I'm saying, right, Danny? After all, the titan that imprisoned you and melt here in Amphirios and none other than Aquila himself.
まさかこの世界の神に目を
そうですね。いつの時代も
Do not count on provoking the ire of a local god.
空に憧れる人って必ずいるものなんですよ。ジュテイはエーグルについてたくさん研究してて、今回の目的もその研究結果なんです。
Exactly what we are here for.
でも出発する前にグレータンがあんなトラブルに巻き込まれてしまうなんて、医者として彼女に付き添うべきでした。
Oh, what a sad face. Oh my god. I never thought Grey would meet with something like that before we set off. As a physician, I should have been there by her side. Grey.
不運が重なったのは仕方がない。お前はアグライアのためにも呪帝で起きた災いの顛末を明らかにすることを優先すべきだ。だが道中で死のタイタンに関する資料がないか気にかけてくれると助かる。
Bad luck tends to come in streaks, so don't beat yourself up over it. Besides, Aglaia, I need you here to uncover the truth behind what happened to the Grove. Let's just make the most out of this trip and keep a lookout for any documents related to the Death Titan. They could be useful to melt.
はい、重大な責任。呪帝は広いので探し物が散らばっていたら全然わかりません。やっぱり手分けして探しませんか？タンタンの腕前なら暗黒の潮の造物が出てきても大丈夫ですよね。
タンタン対応は大丈夫ですね。Sure, those monsters born of the Black Tide will pose no threat to you
お
anyway.
前の方こそ大丈夫なのか？
私は金光の庭の主席なんですから見くびっちゃダメですよ。
Have more faith into me, I'll be just fine.
静かだな。この楽譜に所蔵されている知識は膨大だ。どんなに聡明な学者でも迷ってしまうだろうな。出発前に
Academia kin all of labyrinth of information. Even the cleverest of scholars would easily lose their way in here. I should gather my thoughts before heading in. Melton loves plight.
オンパロスに降り立った時にはすでに命を落としていたなどと。
Nobody thought that
誰が想像しただろう。
landing in foreign land could result in sudden death. Well,
彼女を守れなかったのは俺の責任だ。だがまだ希望はある。
the unique rules that govern life and death, one of us might just work in our favor and save her.
パロス特有呪帝には相当な数の書籍があったな。
The Grove is a veritable library of knowledge. Maybe they'll have a record on similar case. Please let there be one. Amphirios' Titan mythology.
オンパロスにタイタンは避けて通れないそう。
In Amphirios, Titans are a common topic of discussion. People create myths that in turn conceive Titans. It's a tricky task to keep an objective view when among the people of Amphirios.
視点を変えてもっと全体を
Is there a way to step out of this situation and look at it from a different perspective? The Flame Chase Journey and the Prophecy.
神託の導きのもと
Guided by the prophecy, the heroes are on a quest to reclaim core flames and usher in the Nova era. Their efforts have seen gratifying results to date.
やはり最も説明できないのが
As I expected, the prophecy is the hardest to make any sense of, but when barely any information to go on, no matter how much I ruminate on it, I won't yield any results. I should leave this one for another time.
このタイタンとアイオン
Titans and Ions are two distinct classes of beings. Titans can communicate with us humans, and it is not impossible for us to overpower them. Upon their demise, we can even take over their divinity.
こう考えるとやはり
In this regard, Titans can be said to be a lot more similar to humans than Ions are.
はるか遠い黄金栄は英雄
Kratos' heirs are humans who possess heroic qualities, with most of them demonstrating extraordinary combat prowess and strength. Upon clearing a core flame trial, a Kratos' heir can even ascend to a demigod and inherit a Titan's divinity. Oh, this is how we become demigod. No one told me that. Thank you, Dan Kong.
英雄なんだどこか違和
It's something about that feels off. Is this a selection process of some sort?
違和感別の問題を考えエーグル
In the midst, Aquila, the titan who reigns over the domain of skies, is a colossal bird that overlooks the world beneath them with 100 eyes. As long as they continue to soar above the clouds, the people of Amphireus will remain trapped on the ground.
先祖はエーグルの司祭だった
Hyunsin's forebears were beasts who worshipped Aquila. Nobody is more familiar with the taboos of the Sky Titan than her. Seeing how Aglaia has sent her here as a guide, it's possible that she plans to have Hyacinth take on a trial in the future.
時間が惜しい進みながら
Tick tock, tick tock. I should search for clues as I move.
から探そう奥ヘイマの昼に慣れてしまうと夜に馴染めなくなる
Oh my freaking god. Now we're done, King. Where we're at? Oh no, it goes like you see. So Anaxa is finished. The cipher is going to be here then, right? On the path of Trailblazer. And now we are here as the Dan Kong exploring the Grove of Epiphany again. Before heading to the Library of Philia, look for any documents left behind along the way. Many documents were scattered when scholars fled from the Black Tide creatures. There might be information about Thanatos. Investigate the remains of the Black Tide spawned monster. So, how long this going for? 3 hours. So as I'm saying, there's going to be this apparently there's going to be this Dunhenk episode, there's going to be this Stelis cipher episode from my understanding. Maybe this one will continue as well, Anaxagoras. All I'm trying to deliver here is that there presumably going to be quite some amount of story still here left. I'm probably clearing it out at a very slow pace, but at the same time, at the very least, I'm enjoying it and I'm not missing out on the story. So, you know, I'm simply doing as much as I can in given time that I'm provided in my life. That is all. So I'm going to try to wrap this up in here, I believe, for the day. And the next time we get to voice out any and all of this, I think I'm not planning to rush on any of the story whatsoever. I think I'm going to be taking it. If it is going to take another like 3 hours of voice acting and then another like 2 hours on top of it, it is going to happen. I believe there is nothing of importance aside from it, like Wooding Quasar's Anniversary. There's no story to that one, man. Practically, basically. When there's going to be a heavy story segment, story version towards Wooden Waves, we are going to address it. But for now, this Honkai style game may be going back and forth, you know. The characters are characteristic, the story is lively, it is slowly drifting and progressing and providing us insight on the world. It is providing a healthy amount of very strong and wise words. As you can see, the developments are happening. There was the council dialogue, the Anaxagoras guy kind of getting his theorems going, and overall the story is quite pleasing, and we are going to be, I believe, progressing with it at our pace. I'm going to try to wrap this up as fast as I can, but also I cannot guarantee for how long it will take. So the only thing of immediate need to clear out in upcoming days would be the Fate Goal story, since the Ordeal Call is coming out in around 15 days or so as well. There's going to be Fate Goal as well after this, but aside from it, now we are doing the Star Rail. It's going to be Star Rail again next time, I believe. It's going to be Star Rail again afterwards as well. You know, this game is good. I think it is a good due to witness it slowly, bit by bit. I voiced out a little bit from the previous version, and I voiced out this Kremlin legacy, I voiced out this Growth of Epiphany moment, I did voice out this bath moment, right? Correct as well. So this like 1, 2, 3, 4. I did voice out this 4, then I went deaf and just in silence cleared out this like rest 4 in here. So, you know, in my opinion, it's better than nothing. These versions, they take quite some time. If you're in fact intent on reading and understanding it instead of just skipping, it is in fact taking 6, 7, 8 hours on average if you're in fact reading fully and giving a thought about what is happening. So, you know. So I still gotta address like an hour of editing from the previous segment, and now there's like 3 hours from this one as well. This is like quite an overwhelming amount it is going to be. I'm going to be quite honest, but you know, I believe this is very worth. I believe that what is happening is extremely pleasing, fun, and interesting. So you know, just a heads up. I love the segment that we were provided. It was very interesting, and I see no issue with all this voice acting taking some time. So you know, thanks for watching, and however long it takes, so long as we are, you know, on daily basis are provided with something fun, I believe it is quite due. I wish that everyone plays in this style game. I wish that everyone plays in Wooden Quasars game. You know, people only have so much time on their hands, but this game provides us with something way more important than us are. Thanks for watching. Bye. I love you.
世界を熱狂の渦に天心直送最高の一品よ。平穏連気過信やあ、この仕事は排除するべきですね。スカジャーインスピレーションに身を任せてやっ目も舌も満足させてあげるよっ。この一品よ。はっよっよっ。相関化粧せっ遠くをかか念の表像冷凍のじ世界を熱狂の渦に律令に従え連気ガンのように羽ばたく相関化粧ガンウォー帝君のために
生贄を用意した。黄金の眠りが読んで
部外者キース遠くをかか具現せよ。目も舌も満足させてこの仕事は排除するべきだ。光り輝くがいいお触り禁止天心直送驚かせてしまった食連気かお披露目ガンウォー帝君のために部外者禁止最高の一品よ。世界を熱狂の渦に冷凍の念の表相関係表層よ。遠くを覚えたわよ知識をあなたに
石煙に葬られよ止めるよ
ヒトラにリツパパそうよくらえ渾身の一撃突撃ダイビングヒープジャスティスそういやかっかっ頭突きジャスティス
この天下で裁く加速する
はびこりなさいさあ働きなさい悪用の力を思い知りなさい突撃吹き飛べ行くよ突撃
石煙に葬られよアクセル全
これこそが知恵の伝水中にめよこの仕事は排除するべきですね。律令に従え具現いったガンのように羽ばたく驚かせてしまった冷凍相関はって空節な祝福念の表動天心直光り輝くがいいやあねえねえ最高の一品よ。お触り禁止この仕事は排除するべきです。具現せカジャー低温調理熱々でしょ
危険太陽の方向を
どよめく進学ジェンダー発射風が立つの撃て
石煙に葬られよ加速する
じゃあ行くよ
飛ぶか撃て消え失せろ
話が通じないなら叩くも
この天下で裁くアクセル全開
響け格のね風が立つぞ撃て
今だ。ロックオン。撃てジュレ。
平穏遠くを抱えよう。世界を熱狂の風雪の縮図。目も舌も満足させてあげる。競争よ決心となれ。おさわり禁止。冷凍の瑠璃のように落ちなさい。部外石具現して光り輝くがいい。最高の一品よ。エネルギー補充が。天心直送。この仕事は排除するべきです。食前じゃじゃーん。おさわり禁止。やっ連気過信。相関係歌え僕の生もの。瑠璃のように落ちなさい。と目も舌も満足させてあげる。冷凍の時間よ。てった念の競争よ決しおさわり禁止。
烈日よ。
じゃあ行くよ。話が通じないなら
聞け太陽の方向を。ジェンダム発射。撃てロックオン。
料理の時間だ。
わけ山の地。この天下で裁く。飛ぶか。ロックオンジュレ。
クオパーみたい。
風上を焼き尽くす。
つい平穏調子お披露目だ。
ガンオー帝君のために具現。
光り輝くがいい。最高の一品よ。
部外石禁止。瑠璃のように落ちな。
食前
連気過信。天心直送。
歌え僕の名のもとに。
相関化粧。
ガンのように羽ばたけ。
ガンオー帝君のためにはっ具現せ。部外石。
冷凍の時間
律令に従え。
最高の一品よ。
この天下で裁く。加速するぞ。
どよめく侵略。
風が立つぞ。ロックオンロックオンジェンダム発射。撃て。
熱々でしょ。
聞け太陽の方向を。あ
じゃあ行くよ。
わけ山の地。はっ今だ今だ今だ。石煙に葬られよ。止めるよ。
師匠の技を食らいなさい。
どよめく侵略。
風が立つぞ。ジュレ。今だ今だ。聞け太陽の方向を。加速するぞ。
クオパー
どれわけ山の地。